Hello and welcome back, Takehitsu family. This is Take, and I think I said that backwards. It's Take fam and this is Takehitsu. I apologize. I'm tired and having life issues, but you know that's what happens. So today we're gonna beat up Brock, and I'm only going to use Charmeleon. It's not difficult. This gym actually seems easier to me than it was way back in the day when I played Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow, but that's okay. I'm not going to complain. Actually, to be completely honest, because they put all of the different leagues in here, the entire series, the entire Kanto League seems to be pretty much easier, but it's whatever. So here we are. We already took out the camper, didn't even take a scratch. Like I said, when you sit here and once you get Dragon Rage, you pretty much just slaughter the first gym, Brock. And that's partially because, well, one, my Charmeleon's way over leveled for this. Yep, see, look at that. Way over leveled. You only need him maybe level 18. All you have to do is get your Charmander / Charmeleon up to Dragon Rage, and then you should be able to be okay. Your backup would be Butterfree or Mankey. Mankey with fighting type moves will destroy it, and Butterfree, actually I don't think, yeah, Butterfree once it gets Confusion will also destroy. So it's actually pretty simple. Next thing I gotta do is walk in circles for several hours to get the Pichu up. But before I do that, I want to show you something. So over here, okay, there are a bunch of trainers over here, and we will have to deal with them. But one thing that's interesting, okay, so when you go over to chat, easier to just go to like local. If you type in /Pokemon, you'll get a list, and it tells you which Pokemon you can find there and how rare they are. So here we can get Pidgey, Spearow, Mankey. We don't need to worry about them. We already got them. Nidoran male, Nidoran female, and Jigglypuff. So we have another list of Pokemon to go after for catching. And my intent is to get all three of them. Let's see here. You're annoying. So in just a small minute, I will go over the kinds of natures you're looking for. And with the natures that you're looking for, the thing with that is, I showed you what natures do yesterday. They changed the different stats that you're basing on, which means you're going to be grinding for a significantly long time. And let me enunciate something here. So everybody wants to sit there and rush through the game as fast as possible. I will also tell you that the amount of people you see crying in the chat every day about not being able to beat the Elite Four, which I will tell you this, the Elite Four, okay, so for the Kanto League, they're between like level 46 and 53 or something like that. So they're between the 40s and the 50s, and that is, it's not bad. It makes it interesting. So, but it, I mean, compared to, I don't random friend requests. I don't do random friend requests. I have to know you. So, anyways, so what goes on here is that you, so with the Elite Four, you want to have your Pokemon around 50. And you're pretty much set in gold, whichever your team is. You want your team to be, obviously each person's team is going to be their own choice and going to be their own stuff. In my guide series, I will go over what I would suggest as a preferred team to go in there with, but I might not be doing that here. And as you've noticed, my Charmeleon is obviously significantly overpowered for what's going on here, and he just gained another level. But we will be grinding here for the Jigglypuff, and in between grinding for the Jigglypuff and the two Nidorans, we will be basically walking around with Pichu so that I can get it to evolve into a Pikachu. It's not too bad. Thing about the Jigglypuff is it's going to take a good while to go. So if you look, I mean, very rare is kind of a pain in the butt to run into. It's not the worst. If we were to talk about probably the worst one that you're going to be farming for a long time, it'll probably be Dratini or ones of that level. And if I'm not 100% mistaken, they're basically ultra rare or epic rare. I think it's ultra rare. I can tell you in a minute. But that's going to be it for now. We're going to go ahead and get rolling away. There's 2 sections of grass. And personally, so here's my thoughts, okay? This grass right here has a higher chance for Mankey. And the grass over here that we saw earlier has a much higher chance for Jigglypuff. And that's my own personal input. Whether or not that's the actual 100% truth, I am unaware. But I've always found Jigglypuffs over here and Mankeys at the other one. So here's our first Nidoran male. We're going to go ahead and see what we can do here. So low kick doesn't necessarily kill it. Let's see here. What about Covet? That destroyed it. Okay, we don't want to do that. So you got to play around a little bit, see what works with what, so that you can catch certain things. I'm just going to run because I don't want to get too much experience yet. However, before I leave this area, all of my Pokemon, and I mean all of them, will probably be level 16 bare minimum. Okay, so this guy's level 7. He'll probably survive a Covet. He did. And we will go ahead and capture our first Nidoran male. As you notice, so I don't know if you've noticed this, but I had like 200 Pokeballs. And we're now down to 30. So that should tell you we've used a lot of Pokeballs. And when you get the ones that say untradeable, that's you got those from some sort of accomplishment. Okay. So we got our first Nidoran male, and he is gentle, so he's probably not good for us. So I'm gonna go ahead and set him free and keep going. This is Takehitsu, and I hope you guys have enjoyed watching. If you have, please hit that thumbs up. If you want to see more, subscribe, and to get notifications when I release content, hit that bell. Thank you, and have a wonderful evening. Takehitsu signing out.